Yes, welcome on board. This is module 1 video lesson 3. It's Eric here, and let's dive into video lesson 3. What we're gonna do in this video lesson, like I promised in the previous lesson, we're gonna start working and we're gonna kick off with handling customers and then vendors and then employees. Then we're going to go beyond that. I want to believe that you practiced and you did the practical exercise that I gave you in the previous lesson, where I asked you to create a new company file following the path that you used in the previous lesson and add more customers, more employees, more vendors, and then add 2 more services that you'll be providing and 2 more non-inventory product that you'll be providing, rather selling, and add 1 or 2 more bank account. And I believe that you practiced that and you got really good at it. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to add customers. Now there are 2 ways you can go about it. You can come right here, but before we even dive into that, by now you already know that this is a QuickBooks interface with different 5 sections. And what we have right here at the top here, these are menus. We call this one menu bar. There's file menu, edit menu, view menu, list menu, favorites menu, accountant menu, company, customers, vendors, employees, banking, report, online services, and all that. Let's call this one menu bar. And you can also use it when you are handling customers. Rather than come to customer here or this shortcut icon here, you can also go to customers right at the customer menu. And then right below it, we have select what you call tools menu, which provides you with icons that offer you shortcuts, okay, to commonly used processes or procedures or steps. For instance, if I want to add customers or vendors, I can come here to vendors and then I can go to vendor center. Okay, I'm using the menu, right? Or I can just come here right away to vendors, click there, and then it will be the same process. You close this one, it will be the same process. For instance, if I come here vendor and then I click vendor center, notice what happens. This is where you find yourself in. Okay, you have this vendor center that allows you to add more customers. If I close this window and then rather than use this menu, I decide to use this toolbar icon and just click vendor, it will bring me to the same section again. So these provide you the shortcuts, which you'll find very helpful because they help you move very fast. So rather than use the menus, you can also use the shortcuts. And same applies when you're dealing with customers. I can click customer here and I click customer center. I'll get the same section that allows you to add more customer. Okay, I can close this one. Now rather than use the customers menu, I can use the customers icon. I just click it. It will bring me to the same section again, right? So for the interface, this is the name of your company. Right below it we have the menu bar, which provides you with different commands for your operations, and below the menu bar we have the toolbar that provides you with icons that offer you shortcuts to commonly used commands. And then just below it now we have the QuickBooks window that is divided into 5 sections: vendor, customer, and employees, and then banking, and then company. Now this one, we call this one taskbar, and it just provides you the same information that you may need when you are handling your operations, but you can close it from here. And are you sure you want to close getting started? To open it later, go to edit, so you can close it. This one is showing you, if you ever need it, where to go. Okay, we will have to go to edit menu and then preference, then click desktop view, and then it will open. Okay, so I don't want to close it, you just click no, but you can always close it if you want to. I prefer operating with it active right here, so you're gonna be working with it here. But if you want to close it, just click there, say yes, you want to close, and then just close, and to be gone. All right, let's see. All right, the section that disappears, the one right below here. To activate it, you can go to edit, preferences. Let's see that we can bring it on board. All right, let's forget about that. Let's move on. Should come back to that one later. So now here we are. Let's now get started with adding customers. So I'm gonna use this one. I'll use menu bar. I'll click customers. Then I'm going to click customer center, and here we are. Now, what do you notice? You notice the two customers that we added when we were creating the company. We added John and Kelly. We're going to add more customers from here, right? So I'm going to add one more customer, and then you're going to add two more at the end of this course. So for now, focus on adding one more customer. So just like if you took the 2-week course, you know how the game is played. You come to new customer. I'll click this button right here. Then I'll click new customer right here. Okay, this new feature will open. You just click OK, and here we are. This is where you enter the customer information. So the name of the customer, let's add one customer. Let's call the customer let's call the customer Silas. No opening balance, and the customer name is Silas Stores. Sorry, the customer's company, Silas Stores. So this is the customer's company name, Silas Stores. This customer is Mr. Okay, notice this is the exact process we used when we are dealing with QuickBooks Pro. Now, first name is Silas. Last name it's Silas Moore. Sorry, it's Silas James. Okay, a middle name it's Moses for M. So let's complete this name here. Customer name is Silas Moses James, right? So what we have here is the full name. The name of the customer's business is a Mr. First name is Silas. Last name is James. Middle name is Moses. Okay. Opening balance. It's a new customer. There's no opening balance. And then we have phone number. Let's give it a phone number. Let's give the customer phone number plus enter the country code 254 or the country code in your country if you're using you're an international student. So if 254, then you're gonna enter the phone number 9368524. Fax, no fax. Alternative phone number, gonna enter an alternative phone number. So it's going to be 254. Sorry, gonna end up plus 254. All right. Let's enter the number 81568397. Okay, alternative contact. This is alternative contact person. Let's see, the alternative contact person is Ross. James, right? If you're not able to reach out to Silas, you can reach out to Ross. Okay, and this is the alternative number for this is actually the contact number for Ross. Email, the customer uses the email for their business, so it's called Silas Store Info, Silas Store at info.com. That's their email. And then CC, if you want to send email to this customer, you're going to use this first or primary email address, but you also want to forward the same email to their assistant, whose email address is what you're going to enter here. So CC to Ross James at gmail.com. All right, so we sent email to James, a copy is sent to Ross, and then here billing address. When it comes to address, we have what you call billing address, a delivery address, or shipping address. Billing address where you ship the bills to. When you do business with this customer, we bill their business. Okay, so we bill Silas Stores. Let's click edit and fix everything here. It's Silas Stores, PO Box, PO Box 49. Okay, city is Machakos, zip code, country it's Kenya, province we can skip province, you just have country, and then you click OK, and you have that address there. Now this customer uses the same address. The billing address and the shipping address are the same. Now ship address is where you ship the address of the business destination. Like for instance, if this customer buys from us, where do we ship the goods to? We ship the goods to their business. Okay, so we need to enter the address of their business here, and because they use the same address, billing and shipping are the same. You just click copy, and you have this window here to edit. Everything seems okay, so I click OK. So it's going to ship this address here. So the billing address, the shipping address are the same, but there are cases whereby you have a customer that has a different billing address and a different shipping address. Bill address could be where the customer resides. Shipping address could be where the business is situated. So if a customer lives in Mombasa, but their business is at Nairobi, for billing address, you use the Nairobi address for shipping address, use the Nairobi address because you ship the goods to where the business is. But when you want to bill the customer, you bill them at Mombasa because that's where they reside. So if a customer has two different addresses for billing and a shipping address, then you enter different addresses for that customer. In our case, our customer has only one address. So I'm going to click OK, and then you have all that information here. Okay, so that is it. That's how you enter customers. At the end of this lesson, you're gonna have to enter 2 more customers. So for now, I'll just close this, and then I'm gonna show you how to enter vendors. So again, I can come to vendors and use vendor sender, or I can click vendor here icon, or I can just come here and click vendor. It all both ways should get us here. So when I had one more vendor, so I'm going to click new vendor and then new vendor. At this point, just click OK, and here we are. We want to enter one more vendor, then I'm going to leave you to add 2 more vendors. So what's the vendor name? I'm going to call this vendor Sylvester Stanley Sylvester Stanley. That name, let's call him Sylvester Stanley Keep Coach, right? Keep Coach is the name of the vendor, and then the company name. And I need to enter the name of their company. So it's the company name is Stanley Suppliers, right? Now is a Mr. and their first name is Sylvester. Their middle name is Stanley, so it's S, the middle initial, and then we have their last name is Keep Coach. So we're gonna type in Keep Coach. So we keep Coach, and there you go. Contact number, or rather contact is Sylvester S. Keep Coach. Their phone number is 254 769 352268. Alternative phone number, we're going to have 254 723 961 if we're not able to reach out to this vendor, we can reach out to their assistant, and their assistant is Sally Keep Coach. Okay, this is, it says Sally Stanley. Sally Stanley is the alternative person we can reach out, and then the email of this business is Stanley at info.com, and you'll be CCing any email you send to Stanley to Sally. So with Sally at gmail.com. So that is it. Now we want to have the addresses here, billing address and shipping address the same, or we can have them different. So let's edit the billing address. It's Stanley Suppliers. Actually, we bill to Stanley himself, so we're gonna have it as Sylvester. We're gonna have it as Sylvester S. Keep Coach, PO Box, okay. City, we can have this one as Eldoret. The city. Country, it's country or region, it's Kenya. There we are. We click OK. So this is where we'll be sending the bills. Okay, we're going to be paying this customer. This way we're going to be sending the bills. This is a vendor. So once we transact and buy goods from them, we're going to be paying our bills directly to this customer. That's why we have bill address here. Now ship from address. Now where this vendor lives is not where the business is located. They have a business at Nairobi, but they live at Eldoret. So when we are paying our bills, we pay to them direct at Eldoret. But when we are asking or requesting the goods to be shipped to our business, if you buy something from them, then we need to enter the address of their business, okay, where the business is located, because that's where our goods are shipped from. So I'm going to enter a different address here. So I'm going to click edit, and so they live at Nairobi, and their business is Stanley Suppliers. a PO box. PO box and city. This is Nairobi. It's where the business is located. It's where we order goods from, and then country is Kenya, and then you click OK. So to notice here is we have different bill from address and ship from address. Okay, so the bills come from Stanley himself, but the goods are shipped from Stanley's business. So these addresses are different. Sometimes where the vendor resides, it could be where the business is located. So in that case, then you have the same billing from address and shipping from address. So it depends on the customer that you're dealing with. At that point, you click OK, and then we're done. We have all the information here. You can see the name of the vendor, the company name, the address, and all that kind of stuff. So that is how you add customers, and that is how you add vendors. So I'm gonna give you an assignment here, and this practical exercise. I want you to add 2 more vendors, and I want you to add 2 more customers. For the 2 more customers, I want them to have different shipping address and billing address. Okay, not that one down. For the 2 more customers that I want you to have or to add, I want them to have different, each one of them should have different billing address and shipping address. Right, so not that one down. And for the 2 more vendors I want you to add, they should have, one of them should have the same billing from address and shipping from address. So those addresses are going to be the same, but the other one, they are going to be different, just like ours are different here. Okay, so make sure you get that one. For the, let me show you, for the customer, for the vendor, you're going to have to add billing from address and shipping from address. For the first vendor, I want them to be the same, but the second vendor, I want them to be different. For the customers, both of them, they are going to have different shipping address and billing address. So make sure you get that one right, and then in the next lesson we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna show you how to add employees. So if you were following along, I hope you've just completed this one. You've completed this one together. If you haven't, if you weren't following along, then I want you to first complete what you've done up to this point, adding those 2, Sylvester Stanley as a vendor and the other one as a customer, and then add 2 more customers and 2 more vendors. In the next lesson, we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna show you how to handle employees. For now, get good with customers and vendors, and I'll see you in the next lesson as we get started with handling employee details and information. Until then, get good at what you've done and complete the exercise in this video lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.